guess how much were those ones?
This is 15 each or 25 each for two.
Okay.
This is 5.
5?
Yeah.
Tons of games.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll get that one. Alright, so it's Wednesday, and I was able to snake this from a reseller. I guess they were telling him they wanted to sell it all for $110. He didn't want to pay it, so I went up, started talking to him. I got all this for 40 bucks. Those 3 games, these are 2 just boxes, but they're complete boxes and manuals. Pokemon, or Hey You Pikachu and Pokemon Stadium 2. I need the manual for Pokemon Stadium 2, so. And then an NES. Pretty good for 40 bucks. So, I got a couple other things I'm going to be picking up, like a controller and 1 game, so after that I'll be done for Wednesday. So yeah, see you guys Sunday. You didn't see all this?
Yeah, I already saw them. Like I got that adapter.
Huh?
I just got that adapter for the
Oh, okay. And the box. As you guys just saw from that last clip, there was a ton of video games, and a buddy of mine, another hunter, he looked on a table and he hooked me up, gave me these games. I paid 25 bucks. Got Wii Sports Resort. That's nothing. Bam, Gold Zelda, and then underneath that Mario 64. So I'm stoked. I paid 25 for that. I was missing the gold version Ocarina of Time, so I'm happy. I'm leaving now. So Sunday, whatever I find, then we'll guys see footage from that. So hopefully I find some good stuff then. See you guys then.
What's up, everybody? So all done with the swap meet stuff, and it's actually really good week for swap meet. So I got a couple things on Tuesday. I only have a couple things left because most of what I got on Tuesday was a bunch of like controllers and stuff, like PS3 controller. I got an Xbox controller, just, you know, accessories and stuff, and I traded all that into GameStop. But I have a couple things left from that, and then a couple Wii games, and then everything else is from Wednesday. I didn't have any luck on Sunday, didn't find anything on Sunday, but Wednesday, man, I did great on Wednesday. So let's jump into Tuesday. Everything came, it was just 2 purchases, and it all came from 1 lot, or there was 3 actually. So the first lot was the one I got, all the controllers, everything. I picked all that stuff out. It was a Xbox 360 controller with a charge cable, PS3 controller, a Kinect, and like the Move controllers, and then a headset. So I had all that stuff, and then all this other stuff that's left over, he just threw it in. I paid 15 bucks, an amazing deal. I mean, just for the controllers. So, but I got this Atari plug and play, which it actually works. This is the first time I've gotten 4 of these things, and they never work, and this one works. So that's pretty cool. And then there was some extra Wii games. Wii Play, Disney Infinity, and then Karaoke Revolution for the PS2. So, like I said, 15 bucks with all that stuff. Then, this is actually really cool. The guy set this out on the table right as I was walking by. It's for the Game Boy Advance. It's a Pokemon video, but it's factory sealed. So you guys can see the seal in the back right there, the H seam or whatever they call it. So I mean, that's pretty cool. You know, you don't usually find stuff that's, I mean, it's not a game, but still it has to do with Pokemon, and it goes for the Game Boy Advance. So factory seal is pretty cool. I paid $3 for that. And then last but not least, Another $3 for this, for the GameCube, and it's complete. It's Outlaw Golf and Darkened Sky, 2-in-1 game. So there you go, nice and complete. Alright, that was it for Tuesday. Not super exciting, but I only went on Tuesday just to see if I could find some stuff to trade in, get a little more cash on the quick for Wednesday, and I did. So okay, so Wednesday rolls around. I'm walking around, my guy didn't have anything, and I walk up on a reseller looking through a box, and you guys saw the video, a box and a bag of just great stuff. They told him a big price, he walked away. So I went in, and I don't know if they liked me better or something, but they started giving me individual prices. So I ended up paying $40 for everything I'm going to show you. But the first two things I grabbed, he set these things down, and they don't have the game. They didn't have the games in them. Hey You Pikachu, everything is in there. Everything is in there except the game, and then Pokemon Stadium 2. Everything is in there except the game. So I said, these don't have the games in them. How much you guys want? $5 for the 2 boxes. Great deal. So definitely grab those. Then I started looking through like the games and stuff. There was 3 Super Nintendo games: Super Mario World, Super Street Fighter 2, and then kind of a more obscure, harder to find game, Outlander. So that bumped it up, $15, so $20, $5 each for those games. So $20 for that stack, and then they had 2 Nintendos. So I grabbed one of the Nintendos. Another $20 on just the Nintendo. Usually, if I find these, that's what I pick them up for. So $40 total. Great deal. I left behind, the whatever stuff, and that guy came back, and then they ended up selling it to him. So I got a pretty good deal on that. Okay, next, just walking by, and I picked up a Game Boy Advance. It's missing the back, but asked them how much, and I got it for $3 or $4. So pretty good deal on that. Next, this is actually came from the guy I usually get stuff from. I usually pick these up if they're $5. So got a PS3 controller. Told me $5. I just went back later in the day to pick it up because at the time I only had bit larger bills, and he didn't have any change, so I waited until I got a $5 and went back and got that. Same thing for this one. This was actually the first stack of games that you guys saw. This was in there, and had the guy set it aside for me. $5. Def Jam Fight for NY. It's complete. The GameCube one, or it's either GameCube or PS2, are like, they're both really high right now. So this one's a little up there still too for for an Xbox game, but I went back later and got that one for the $5. Okay, so the last find, this is actually really good. One of my, he's another kind of video game hunter. He comes up to me and says, "Hey, there's a guy over here. He's got like 2 Nintendos, and a bunch of stuff. He's letting it all go for pretty cheap." He's like, "I actually found the Wii U GameCube adapter," and I was like, "Oh crap!" He's like, "I got it for $5," and I was like, "Oh, that's cool, man." So I walked over there. I'm digging through, and he comes up and he's like, "Hey, did you find anything?" And there was a lot of games everywhere. Some pretty good stuff. So he starts looking through because I guess the guy had set out more than when he was there. And he walks over to a table and he picks up these 2 games. Gold Cartridge Zelda, which I didn't have in my collection, so pretty cool to add that one. And then Super Mario 64. The guy told him $30 for both. And he looks at me and he's like, "You want them?" And I was like, "Sure." So, I held on to these ones. And then I also picked up this one, Wii Sports. It's always good to trade in. This actually went way up. Like, cash value is like $11 at GameStop, and I find these all the time. So I got all 3 of these, and I walk up to the guy and I said, "Would you do 25? Yeah, so $25. I mean, that these ones go for about that. So pretty cool. And I've never found this one in the wild for myself, So it's pretty cool to find it in the wild and add it to the collection. And $25 isn't bad. I mean, I can get most of that back, trade credit or whatever for Super Mario 64. I'll probably take it with me to the expo that's coming up. That's another thing too, if you guys are in the SoCal area, the 30th and 31st of this month, Saturday and Sunday, is the SoCal Retro Gaming Expo. It's going to be pretty big. It's free to get in and free parking and all that. So come check it out. I'm probably going to be there for sure Saturday. I don't know about Sunday. We'll see. It just depends. But I'm going to be there for sure one of the days. So definitely, come check it out. Say what's up to me if you see me there. There's going to be a lot of other YouTubers there and stuff. So pretty cool. It's going to be fun. There's going to be a lot of rare games, I'm sure. An expo, it's usually always how it is. So, and if you've got any games you want to sell or trade or whatever, bring them out. Maybe we'll do some trades. So definitely happy to see some of you guys out there. So yeah, that's all I have for swap meet stuff. So thumbs up the video, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching. See you guys next time.